では昨日の続きをやっていきましょう。昨日はね、かなりの眠気の中でやってたんで、自分が何をしようとしているのか全然分かっていないですマジで自分が今何をするタイミングなのかが全然分かってない。アルテミスタウクラスターに行く。現地に行って調査する。待って、今どこおるの俺。ノベリアにいる。ノベリアにいる。これだ。コロニーにある民間研究施設に関心。何これ。ちげえのよ。そうじゃないのよ。どっから降りんのよこれ。宇宙船降りる方法を教えんか。どうやって降りるんや。ギャラクシーマップはN。
If anyone has to take over for Captain Anderson, I'm glad it's you. I'm not sure about having non-humans on our ship, though.
We're all on the same team here, Presley.
With all due respect, ma'am, that's what they said about Nihilus. Look how that turned out.
I'm in charge here, Presley. I decide if we have non-humans on this vessel.
Yes, ma'am. Understood, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am 言われた。
Speak freely, Presley. I want to know if you have a problem with non-humans.
It's not that, Commander. Humanity has always handled its own problems. Saren attacked one of our colonies. We should be the ones to stop him. We don't need their help.
This is bigger than humanity. Saren's a threat to every species in the galaxy, and I'll welcome anyone who wants to help me bring him down.
I guess so. Maybe I'm just stuck in the old ways of thinking. But don't worry, Commander. This won't be a problem.
How did you end up assigned to the Normandy?
I signed up with the Alliance as a navigator right out of school, following in my grandfather's footsteps, I guess. My first posting was on the Agincourt. We were one of the first reinforcements. Of course, the only reason the colony was still standing was because of you, Commander. I can't believe you held out as long as you did.
How'd you end up on the Normandy?
I got my officer's commission after Elysium. Must have made an impression on the right people. Captain asked for me when he was picking his crew.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am っていいね。ここか。エレベーター。は、なんかある。あざます。
Anything you need, Commander?
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at.
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time
We'll
for
talk
personal-
another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
どうやらこのエレベーターで降りるっぽいな。こっちか。
Hey, Commander. Looking for some extra supplies before you head out?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Well, as long
Why should I pay
as... My
you?
stuff doesn't come from the Alliance. Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like. But no licenses, no good.
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
ほう、なかなかだな、こいつ。なんか向こうにいっぱいある。
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with
Kya
the
desu ka?
Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but Spectres make their own rules. At CSEC, you're buried by rules.
For the most part, the rules are there for a reason.
Maybe. If I'm trying to take down a
But CSEC wants it done their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like
There's more
it?
to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
It's not the end of the world. You'll have tougher
Yeah, I suppose you're... Either way,
And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
If getting the job done means endangering innocent people, then no.
I wasn't trying to... I understand.
Oh.
Commander, good to see you.
Hey.
Nice. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no... Go ask the Quarian if you want.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
もう勝手にキャンセ
Nice.
ルされたな。
What can I do for you?
What's your story, Rex?
There's no... Go ask the Quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't
Well,
had...
there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race. That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them
It's
off.
not the same.
It seems pretty much the same.
So your people were infected with a genetic... an infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children. And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it is.
I don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Sorry, Rex. I wasn't
Your
trying to...
ignorance does... As for the Krogan, I get... The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any strong. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new. We're not settlers, so we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
なるほどね。待って、スナイライフルがなくな。なぜじゃ。ここ格納家なだけで他は何もない。ギャレス。
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
I don't like the idea of aliens studying the Earth.
We're on the same side here, but you can't blame me for being a little excited. I never dreamed I'd get a chance to travel on a ship.
I had no idea you found ship technology.
It comes with being a Quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival, but we don't have anything like... Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the Geth.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and we've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and there are 17 million Quarians in the flotilla. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have... Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian, on matters that... Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave... The 5 top rank... To do so requires unanimous agreement. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave.
I want to know more about the
When my people reach maturity, but no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into
Can a captain choose to...
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of the... Even when the gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts. It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something.
I can't believe they just send you off.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given... We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a right... Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift.
I want to talk about something
Like
else.
what?
I want to know more about...
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't know. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them.
Interesting.
The Geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor force. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true
How come
AI.
the council didn't step in?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the changes were so insignificant, but one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million Geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the Geth share brain power?
Many of the Geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby Geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Each Geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically this. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That doesn't make any sense.
I'm probably oversimplifying. The Geth are incredibly advanced and complex creation. As we built more and more Geth, their effective intelligence became more One day, a Geth began to ask its Quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence. As you can imagine, this caused a near panic among my people.
What did you do?
It was inevitable the newly sentient Geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all Quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all Geth. The Geth responded to this order violently.
Hey, you can't blame them for fighting for their survival.
We had no other choice. The Geth were already on the verge of revolt. The hope was that most of the Geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of Quarians died. We feared the Geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the Veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
It's hard to feel sorry for you. Your ancestors tried to wipe out...
We made a mistake when we created the Geth in the... If we had not acted, they would have wiped us out. They're a synthetic life form. They have no use for... Why do you think they cut themselves off from the rest of the galaxy? Why do you think they've killed every organic being who's ever tried to contact them?
They didn't kill Saren.
They're the enemy. They want to destroy us. Not just the Quarians. All organic life. That's why they've joined up. See you later.
Hey, Commander, you know that Quarian, Tally? She's been spending all her time down here asking me about our engines.
I'll tell her to leave you alone.
What? No, she's amazing. I wish my guys were half as smart. She's got a real knack for technology, that one. I can
Carry
see
on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander. Something I can do for you, Commander.
Fill me in on the IE.
Can't. Eventually the sinks have to be vented. More than a few hours silent.
There's no
Visual
way.
scan can still pick us up. Anyone looking at... Most vessels rely on scanners, as long as the stealth systems aren't
Why doesn't it
used.
work with faster-than-light travel?
Cranking up the FTL blue shifts our emissions, pushes them into frequencies too high to capture in the sinks as soon as we make the... Sensors can pick up our location whenever we enter or exit FTL flight, but for short-range missions our stealth systems are amazing, and we've got the only one.
I want to know more about the
She's the
Norm.
best ship I've ever served on, probably the fastest
What's so
vessel.
special about...
Proportionally, it's about twice the size of any other vessel.
Where else have you
You
served,
name a
Adams?
class of Alliance ship, I probably... My last assignment was on the Tokyo, only a cruiser.
Carry on, Adams.
Aye, aye, Commander.
いやマジでどこに行けばいいんですかっていう状態ですね。え？どうすればいいんですか？こっちかな。
Commander, something you need?
I like to know my crew. Mind if I...
I can see where this is going. You want me as your pilot. I'm not top of my class in flight school. I earned that. All those commendations in my file, I earned every single one. Those weren't given to me as charity for my disease.
I'm sorry, Joker.
You mean... Okay, I've got Vrolik syndrome, brittle bone disease. The bones in my legs, even with crutches and my leg braces, it's hard to get around. One wrong step and crack! Put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance for you. Just don't ask me to get up and dance unless, you know, you like the sound of snapping shin bones.
Why does everyone call you Joker?
It's a lot shorter than saying Alliance Flight Lieutenant Jeff Moreau. Plus, I love to make little children laugh.
I was just thinking how much you remind
Like,
me.
I didn't pick the name. One of the instructors in flight school used to bug me about never smiling. She started calling me Joker.
Why didn't you ever smile?
Hey, I worked my ass off in flight school, Commander. By the end of the year, I was the best pilot in the academy. Even better than... They'd all got their asses kicked by the sickly kid with the creaky little legs. One guess who was smiling at graduation?
I need to know more about this Vrolik syndrome.
Yeah, of course you do. They classify my case as moderate to severe. I was born with over a dozen fractures. 100 years ago, I wouldn't have survived past my first year. Lucky for me, modern medical science has turned me into a productive member of society.
You're not going to break a bone trying to fly
I
the
don't
ship.
fly with my feet, Commander, so I'm fine as long as I'm in this chair. I can do my job as well as anyone on the ship. Better, actually. So don't worry about it.
I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable.
Whatever you want, Commander.
How'd you end up joining the Alliance?
Look, if you spend all that time around Alliance ships, there's a good chance you'll end up going to the Academy.
How's the Normandy performing?
She's the best ship in the balance isn't what you'd expect. The Normandy's probably too much ship for your average Alliance pilot, Commander.
I have to go.
All right, see ya.
なるほど。ラーヤとノックス。
equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
まだある。使用できない。
That's far enough.
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre. My name is Shepard.
Load of horse crap, ma'am. We will need to confirm that. Also, I must advise you that firearms are not permitted on Noveria. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
Don't try it.
Let's not start a fight.
Why not?
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational. Parasini-san will meet you upstairs. Behave yourself.
なるほど。こいつムカつくな。
Get out of here.
は、なんだとてめえ。ぶっ飛ばすぞ。君は喋れない。はい。
I'm sure Parasini-san will answer any questions you have.
はい。お前らなんやねん。
Don't mind the phones. I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Analeas. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
I appreciate your help.
You're welcome. You understand our security chief was only doing her job. One of my duties is orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The Board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? An Asari matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Saren's flunky? Where?
Can I speak with her?
Benezia left for the Peak 15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Analeas for clearance to leave this port.
Where can I find the Administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Understood. Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the Administrator's office.
Welcome to Port Hanshan, the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development. For your own safety and to protect the privacy of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel. If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits...
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. This one has a burden that... This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
I'm supposed to uphold the law, not break it.
This one understands. The offer shall remain open.
Could I buy something now?
Of course. This one apologizes for inconveniencing you. Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
I'm just browsing right now.
This one humbly begs the other to consider its request.
いやー、ちょっと密輸はできないっすよね。管理部長室がこっち。車両。うわー、遠いね。これが目的地か。
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking to you.
そうっすか。それは失礼しました。これ上に行かんとダメってことかな。
How can I help you?
I'd like to speak to Analaeus.
One moment, please. Mr. Analaeus?
Yes, what?
Commander Shepard is asking to see you, sir.
Right, fine, come in. You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain colonial rubes.
I see you looked up my service record.
Only a fool enters negotiation. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
I'm not here to investigate your
Nevertheless, I have a responsibility to keep you away from them. Spectres are not encumbered by a need for due process.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here.
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
What can you tell me about her?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
What do you mean, personal
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I'd like to see her.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Scotty Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's
Excuse me, his what?
Executor. Saren is a major shareholder in Binary Helix. Lady Benezia is author. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Do you do business with Saren?
I believe he is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Opold wants me to smuggle a package through security.
I need more than your word to act on that. Bring me whatever he's smuggling, and I'll act accordingly.
What will you do for me in return?
I would compensate you. The precise amount in credits depends on the severity of Opold's crime.
So you'll arrest him?
No one here is fond of trials. They make shareholders More likely, we would simply let him go. Of course, he would be blacklisted by the companies here.
I'll look into it and get back.
I appreciate your report.
I'm leaving.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
Mr. Analaeus isn't the only one with a pass to leave Hanshan.
なんだと?
You've never worked in the corporate world, have you, Commander? You can't bludgeon through bureaucracy.
So it would seem.
Talk to Lorik Keen. You should be able to find him at the hotel bar. Can't say more. Not within earshot of Mr. Analaeus.
You said I should talk to Lorik.
Mr. Analaeus isn't the only one with a pass. Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office was closed.
How large are the facilities?
We have 17 research complexes built into the mountains.
Tell me about the companies.
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs.
Your guards work for ERCS,
The executive board gets a discount on facility security.
Binary Helix.
BH is a leader.
Much of their research is in biotic modifications. That angers many Luddite organic...
Haven't I seen Synthetic Insights in the news lately?
They're one of only 4 corporations like... They attract many protests. No agitators have ever breached our security. That's why they invest heavily here.
You said I should talk to Lorik Keen?
Keen spends his days at the hotel since his office.
Tell me about the companies that
Over 250 high-tech firms rent our labs.
I've taken up enough of your
Not
time.
at all, Spectre. This is my job, after all.
しょうがねえ、ちょっとチンコロ入れてくるか。さすがに犯罪行為に加担するわけにはいかんしな。まああいつの仲間のなんか宗教家には手伝ってあげたからお前は逮捕されてくれ。
Has the other reconsidered this one's plea for aid?
Tell me about the job again.
This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted.
You want me to use my status to...
That is not inaccurate.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analaeus. That one would levy... Is there anything else this one might help you with? This one awaits your return.
こういう風に戻ってくるか。よいしょ。船に荷物。あ、これか、ボルドの荷物。 てないですね。出ません。いや、あいつさっきのやつムカつくからやっぱ密輸加担しちゃおっかな。一応やっぱ犯罪に加担するわけにはいかんな。やっぱやめよう。
I presume you are here to present me with Opold's package.
I don't have it yet.
Then why are you bothering me?
どうしよう。
I have the package Opold wanted me to smuggle.
I am no weapons expert, but it seems to me that this is a rather advanced device. Certainly contraband. It would have been unfortunate if this had reached its buyer.
All part of the job.
I am willing to give you 200 credits and a pass to leave Hanshan. Not without an understanding between. You can only go to Peak 15 to speak to Lady Benezia. If you cause trouble or if the staff asks you to leave, you will be thrown off-world.
うわー、私が押収すれば使いたかったね。
Thank you for your assistance, Mr. Ananias.
If there is nothing else, I would like to go back to work.
I'm leaving.
Good.
レベルが上がった。そう悔しいね。ストーリーを選ぶにしてもやっぱりステータスの配分とかもあるんだね。くそ、最初からやり直したいぐらいだぜ。 サイトへ。誰？
Spectre, right?
Yeah, that's me.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
You seem like you have an ear to the ground.
There's the problems up on Peak 15.
What was that about synthetic?
Scuttlebutt says Laura Keene was on the take. Cyanalea shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
What sort of problems are there at
Don't
Peak?
know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone...
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact. Don't know. 15's always had a lousy reputation.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Hanshan. Just call me Lee. You got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
I have to go.
You need anything, I'll be here.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out.
運転には気をつけて。怖っ。なんかいるけど。は。
So that's what the Asari had in the crates.
動きが速いんだ。速すぎる。
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.まあめんどくさいやからだったな。ダメージは食らわなかったけど。おお乗り物。待て。
うわ、めちゃくちゃあるね。なんか大丈夫ですかこれ。あ、あれか。やべやべやべ。なんだよ、クソめんどくせえなこれ。どういう操作で行くのがいいのか。あ、なるほど。 ていていていていて。あ、飛べる。あ、降りれるのね。はい。ばば。どっから撃ってきてる？撃ってきてんの？いて。あ、あれか？違うな。あ、えれえとこから撃ってきてるけど。マジでどっから撃ってきてたんだあいつら。やばばば、落ちる落ちる落ちる落ちる。あ、いるな。見つけたぞ。いる。マジでもうめちゃくちゃ敵おるやんこれ。 ちゃ怪しい。急に敵が出てくる。どっかにいるな。いる。あれか。上にある。ほら。あ、ぶぶぶ。やばいやばいやばいややばい。どこだ。味方何やってんの。しかしそこでハマってくれてる分にあ、ブブブブブ。
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We'll need to get the reactors back online.
お前サボってたやろずっと。スキルが足りない。困りましたね。は
Facing the wrong way.
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Elevator.ヒートシンク下がる。着いたんかい。早いな。うおー、いきなりかい。なるほど。これは強いわ。
what was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
うわうわうわ、なんかいるなんかいる。
Anything like them?
Damned if I know. Someone on this mountain does.
重力兵器。 れか。いててて。は？出ちゃった。モジュールスタックをコア2、コア3へと移動し、再起動します。はあ。ルールがいまいち。モジュールスタックコア2、コア3へと移動し再起動します。バグってる。待って、バグってるわ。ロードして対処するしかないかもな。ねえ、なにこれ。うわ、バグってる絶対これ。待って、これはバグってるわ。こっからっすか。 セーブしとこうか。ちょっと怪しすぎる。
Critical startup error.
くないこれ。ルールがいまいちわかんないな。ああ、ボタン間違っちゃった。 これはここまで行ったんだから動かしたくないの。来た。
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
You're the virtual intelligence that...
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure... Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedure. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill...
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep. Nice.
What do I need to do to get the power back?
The valves to the helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper. The landlines connect... When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatic.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed... The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the...
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels.
What sort of contaminants escaped?
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access.
The creatures we've encountered here.
I'm sorry, Commander. Inquiries related to our research require privileged access.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program...
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program. Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled.
あちこち調子が悪い状態ですね。
User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. これは何ですかこれは。Restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
やばいやばい死んだ。ちょっと待って敵が強すぎる。
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline. User alert. Online. How may I assist you?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various... This allows the... When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was...
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are... The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the control...
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Okay.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency con-
あばばばばば。
Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
はあ、ちょっと敵多すぎでしょ、いくらなんでも。
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
The appeal of winter wears thin.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
ジャミングされてんの辛い。
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Ha? そんなに強いんすか？敵が強すぎるぜ。
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
は？ちょっと待って、一瞬でやられすぎじゃない？そんなに簡単にやられますか？
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
トラムはいけない。こっちから行くしかないんですね。ちょっとハマってて動けないですよ。
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
セーブすっか。て。
Someone give me a hand!
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User.
The HE3 fuel lines cut.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
どうしたね。探してみるもんですね。これでとりあえず 全部開いたってことですね。
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
また何かしらが起きるでしょう、きっと。
Patching you up.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Oh, そうっすか。
I could bypass the door. It looks like the trams to the subsidiary stations are beyond it.
スキルが足りない。
Control group, loosen them. They're in... Can't escape. The tunnel's now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers. The Nathak will get to him eventually.
さあ大変だ。これに乗るわけですか。
Departing Central Station. Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
非常時専用。
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work at train's controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, you're human and that's enough that I won't shoot, but I'd like to know who you are.
My name's Shepard. I'm a Spectre.
Huh. I won't look a heavily armed horse in the mouth. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
We've never seen anything like them. What do you know?
I'm no xenobiologist. They're fast, vicious, and there's a hell of a... The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
Venezia. Is she still
I don't know. I don't see what...
There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card.
Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I was just impressed with your operation. Being able to weather...
Only the best get assigned to high-security facilities like this. What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and cameras. They're all routed through a central location. Now, one guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done?
Beats me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about
the facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure.
It's built into one of the glaciers. Normally the crew gets to the labs.
Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch...
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. Those of us left are short-handed. We've kept order by long shifts and stems. I don't like it, but I don't see an alternative.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that. Hell! Man the perimeter!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
They always attack here? It's an obvious kill zone.
Their only other option is over the mountain and down through the ducts, and they freeze like everyone else. I don't know why they keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
なるほど。
I'd kill for a P-204. Just hold down the trigger and zap. Hallway full of flash-boiled bugs.
やひでえな。しかし
You're not gonna go to the hot labs, are you?
What?
You're a member of the science team.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic enhanced alleles.
Sorry,
ああ
I'll
間違
leave.
った。
Then I will return to my meditations.
瞑想に戻るんじゃねえよ。
What?
You're a member of the science team.
Recently transferred, yes.
Sorry.
あ、待って。
Then I will return to my
瞑
meditations.
想に戻んないでくれ。
What?
You're a member of the science team.
Recently transferred, yes. Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic enhanced allele specific hybridization.
Think you could translate that into galactic?
It's a genetic thing. Forget it.
You seem less upset about this situation.
That is one of the virtues of the meditation you interrupted.
Tell me about yourself.
I am Alestia Ialis from the University of Arraeus. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
Did I interrupt something?
I was meditating. I suppose to a species as brash as yours, it would appear to... Then I will return to my meditations. What?
Sorry,
ごめ
I'll
ん。
leave.
瞑想の邪魔しまくってる。ごめんごめん。ごめんごめんごめんごめん。
What?
Do you know Matriarch Benezia?
Do you know President Huerta of Earth? I did not think so.
Benezia passed through here. You didn't see her?
I saw her. You asked if I knew her. I do not.
That's all for now.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously.
I was sent here to find an Asari.
Surprised, for now, with forced cheer. I still have a limited supply.
This doesn't seem like the time for
With nervous amusement.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
1万円ある。お金持ちやん俺。ありがとう。
Science pukes. She just bug out and leave to die. Their fault anyway. Bug out.
ありがとう。
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack.
What sort of work do you do?
I can't say. I signed a non-disclosure agreement. If we... The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any other commercial lab.
You're not happy on Peak 15?
The outside world doesn't exist here, just walls of ice. It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics. Maybe we're paying for that now.
なるほど。
What do you know about the hot
Nothing.
lab?
I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only survivor. No, he's staying in the science team's... Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about my work. Not that I'm doing anything since
There was an accident
I
here?
can't talk about what happened. Not here. Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead.
How are you holding
It would be petty to complain after showering off. None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have guns.
I'm looking for an Asari.
Asari? Well, there's Dr. Ialis. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia. Captain Ventralis might know where she is.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
いや複雑な構造すぎるよ。この人か。しか言っとらん。
What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
They're suffering from a toxin. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might...
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than... You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
Makes sense. She seems to regulate...
We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an experiment and the quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I understand your caution, but I need details. What you say won't go beyond these walls.
It's a bioweapon, based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect... Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack with...
Damn Solarians just love to play with bugs.
Militaries, governments, they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it.
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing it out. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to risk more contamination.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to him. Maybe I can convince him.
I can't ask you to do this officially, but if you can do anything, I'd appreciate it.
What will it take to get the cure for these people?
The quarantine labs, once you're in there, look for our notes. It should just be a matter of following our processes.
How's the science?
Better than Ventralis. I've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs...
Are you the doctor here?
I'm our doctor, but not... We had a medic, Dr. Sala, but he's... We lost him.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
Ventralis。人が多すぎるし名前が覚えられん。
Warning. Watchdog protocol is active.
Ha! そんなことある？めちゃくちゃ撃たれたんだけど。ビビった。やべ、全部無駄になった？全部無駄になったくせ。
What?
Sorry, I'll leave.
Then I will return to my meditations.
Uncertain. I welcome you.
I was sent here to find it.
For now, with force.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully.
What? No! Sorry. I haven't had much sleep since the attack.
What sort of work do you do here?
I can't... The location is terrible, but the pay is better than any
You're
other.
not happy on Peak?
It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics.
You're not happy on Peak?
It's easy to forget why science is guided by ethics.
What do you know about the
Nothing. I didn't work there. As far as I know, Han Olar was the only...
Is he in the medical ward?
No, he's staying in the science. Be gentle with him. He had a trying experience.
What do you do here?
I'm a toxicologist. I can't talk about...
There was an accident?
I can't... Talk to Dr. Cohen in the medical ward. He was the project lead. There's also our guest, Lady Benezia, Captain Ventralis.
How are you holding him?
None of us have had enough sleep since the attack. Of course, not all of us have.
I'll talk to you later.
Remember to report any suspicious noises.
Hang on. What do you want?
Were they attacked by the aliens?
I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able
I'd like to think that the company finds out. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments.
We reactivated her on our way through...
That was you? I'm great. We lost the... These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were...
I understand your caution.
But there was... Forest B...
Damn Solarians.
Militaries. Governments. They'll get this kind of...
You made this, but can't cure
Our first priority... Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain Ventralis doesn't want to...
Is he right to keep you...
No, the toxin has a brief period of...
I'll talk to him.
I can't ask you to do this.
What will it take to...
Once you're in there, look for our notes.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
ここは開けない方がよくて、こっちの奥行ってみようか。あ、なんかある。へへー。あ、あざます。あざます、あざます。従い無質。プラスにやってめっちゃくれるやん。
Gotta keep the mood light. I mean,
I used to have nightmares like this. Too many cheap horror bits.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
And you would be?
I'm Olar.
I need to know more about those...
About the Rachni.
Don't screw with me. They can't be Rachni.
You're involved in this. What can you tell me?
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last...
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who...
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane.
I need to know everything about the Rachni.
I told you all I can. We brought the Rachni back from the dead. In retrospect.
I heard you were at the Hot Labs. How did you make it out?
I killed her.
Answer the question.
Doctors on Muir. She banged on the window once. Then they sliced her to pieces. I closed the door. I killed her.
If you hadn't, you'd be dead too.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Venezia say...
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Yeah.
なるほど。全然わからん。We
were running on batteries before the connection to Central was restored.
You're not part of the crew.
Call me Shepard. I'm a Spectre sent by the Citadel.
There aren't any humans. Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine. I told you to leave.
ダメか。 が必要。戻ろう。バテるんが早いぞお前。
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
We're not part of your defense plans. We're consuming extra rations, extra Metagel.
Yeah, but you also have extra... All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. He'll run a full scan before I'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Those are reasonable precautions.
I'll radio ahead to let the guard know. Good luck.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said, you got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
なんだと
？Your mission ends here, Shepard.
We'll see about that, bitch.
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
マジでこいつ邪魔だな。全く余計なことすんだからさ。本当に殺されとるやん。お前。
They came out of there.
Who came out of what?
The synthetics that attacked you. Venezia brought them with her.
How can I get into the maintenance area?
A team lead would have access. Like Dr. Cohen. He's in the medical bay.
I'll be leaving now.ハンマー4。行ったり来たりが大変ですね。
金ってどこで見るんだろうね。あった、9000円。9000円か。いつの間にそんな稼いだんだろう俺。敵倒したらゲットできるのか。ヤッホー。
Is that the cure? You did it?
That Asari scientist, the one in the mess hall? She just tried to kill us.
Alestia? I don't know much about her. She arrived a month ago. One of us.
Let me guess.
Yes. I think that was the name. Look. The guards? They've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to
The
that?
maintenance area? Yes. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I can't thank you enough. That... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives, do you know
Could
that?
you spare a few medical packs? They're worth their weight in gold up here.
You didn't get these from me. Ventrollis wanted them saved. I need to administer this. Thanks again. They seem to be coming along well.
They don't look much better.
It'll take time for them to recover. They're through the worst.
Good news. I'll see you.
Of course. Be careful. OK。じゃあ無理してあっちに行く必要はなくて。じゃあ行ってみましょうか。
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies. Have you faced an Asari commando unit before? Few humans have.
There's obviously no peaceful way to settle this.
Indeed.
なんやねんまだ来る。まだ来る。疲れてきてる疲れてきてる。はっはっなんでこいつ
this is not over. Saren is unstoppable. My mind is filled with his light. Everything is clear.
The Rachni didn't cooperate with you. Why should I?
I will not betray him. You will... You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight his compulsions. Briefly, but the indoctrination is strong.
Are you saying he brainwashed you?
People are not themselves around Saren. You come to idolize him, worship him. You would do anything for him. The key is Sovereign, his flagship. It is a dreadnought of incredible size, and its power is extraordinary.
Sovereign's not like other ships. Where did it come from?
I cannot say. The Geth did not build it. Its technology is far more advanced than that of any known species. The longer you stay aboard, the more Saren's will seems correct. You sit at his feet and smile as his words pour into you. It is subtle at first. I thought I was strong enough to resist. Instead, I became a willing tool, eager to serve. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
Can I assume you found the coordinates?
2,000 years ago, the Rachni inhabited that region of our galaxy. They discovered the relay. The Rachni can share memories across generations. Queens inherit the knowledge of their mothers. I took the location of the relay from the Queen's mind. I was not gentle.
How did the Rachni find it?
They searched, patiently. They are territorial creatures, driven to close any possible way into their systems.
Why does Saren need them?
He believes it will lead him to the conduit. I would tell you more if I could, but Saren did not share his counsel with me. I was merely a servant.
You can still make it right. Give me...
I was not myself, but I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it.
Knowing the relay's coordinates isn't enough.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination. But you must find out quickly. You have to stop me. I can't... Die.
急に
I cannot go on. You will have to stop him, Shepard.
Hold on. We've got Metagel. Maybe we can...
No. He is still in my mind. I am not entirely myself. I never will be again. No light. They always said there would be a...
とね、サウンド。こうでいいですかね。やばい、後ろのやつ動いてるよ、なんか。後ろのやつ動いてるよ、大丈夫それ。へいへいへいへい。
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
We filled you with enough plasma to pop a tank.
This vessel is at the edge. Yet, she struggles. You cannot see her magnificence. We are breathing on the embers. We are the mother. We sing for those left behind. The children you thought silenced. We are Rachni.
How are you speaking through her?
Our kind sing through touchings of thought. We pluck the strings, and the other understands. She is weak to urging. She has colors we have no names for. But she is ending. Her music is bittersweet. It is beautiful. The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could learn to sing. They are lost to silence. And their suffering, they cannot be saved. They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war. Claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until she's 16 won't be sane.
If you're sure they can't be saved.
It is lamentable. But necessary. Do what you must. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away once more?
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
She's the last of her race, Shepard. We don't have the objectivity to judge her.
Your companions hear the truth. You have the power to free us, or return our people to the silence. of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what. We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
We do not know. We were on a tone from space, hushed one. Then we awoke in this place. The last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
I won't destroy your...
Are you stupid? Your people didn't fight these bastards, so maybe you don't get it.
I'd like to have the Rachni on our side in the future.
Do what you want. My people will clean up this mess later.
You will give us the chance to compose anew? We will remember. We will sing.
Great. Bugs are writing songs about you. Mark.
さあ、行きな。いけない。こっちに行くしかないか。めちゃくちゃパラゴン寄りだよね、俺、多分。
Are you here to secure the situation?
That's right. I'm a Council Spectre. Who are you?
I am Yaroslav Tartakovsky, the operations director. You must listen to me. If we do not contain our mistake, they will drop bombs from the battle stations. You understand?
I don't understand anything yet.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a... This was Rachni ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They brought it here to wake it up?
Binary Helix planned to clone Rachni. But when they get here, they find this egg is not a... After she lays eggs, they move her to Rift Station. They are thinking that without her, they can raise...
This is fascinating, but we don't have time to chat.
These Rachni are beyond saving. It is a sad thing, but they must be euthanized.
I'm not familiar with the Purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation. Kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
Once the Purge is armed, we'll have to fight our way out.
Sure. I wait here. Mother always say I would meet a bad end.
Connecting. I have full access to the facility and am at
I
your
need information on the
The Neutron Purge is a fail-safe system installed within the isolation tube area. In the event of irretrievable...
What exactly does this thing do?
The Purge is a neutron burst weapon. 2 volumes of... Most of the energy is released in the form of high-speed neutrons. This radiation
Nah, just a pleasant afternoon in the sun for
The Purge is lethal to all known forms of...
Shut up. Last thing I need is some virtual wench.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
やべ。
Online.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander. Online.
We're moving
もう
on.
ちょっと待って。
Logging you
も
out,
う連打に弱いこのゲーム。
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper code authorization.
Who would have the code?
Director of Operations Yaroslav Tartakovsky, or any executive officer of Binary Helix.
We're moving on.
Logging you out, Commander.
Hey.
I am feeling not so well.
How do...
Arming controls are nearby. All you do is insert the key. Then I will give Tiara restart.
ああああ。あ、後ろじゃん。しょうがねえ。パージするか。
Online.
We're moving on.
I hate.
Online. How can I help you?
Activate the neutron purge.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that without proper
Code input 875020.
Verified. Code Omega.
やばば。乗れない。乗れない。ダメだ、戻れないんだ。もう行くしかないんだね。分かったよ。
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu relay?
The Mu relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
What about Liara T'Soni? The matriarch's daughter. Isn't she some kind of expert on the Protheans?
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren. I bet she is too.
But Nezia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
We're all on the same team here, Williams. She's just trying to help.
Sorry, Commander.
Look, this is a tough mission. We're all on edge. Everyone go get some rest. Crew dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
And then released the Queen. Do you have any idea what you've done? How many generations until they overrun the galaxy?
This queen is different. She understands why her kind had to be wiped out last time around.
I hope you're right, Shepard. Our children's children will pay the price if you're not.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
This is会議室なんですね。さあ、どこに行きましょうか。
Yes, Commander.
Carry on, Presley.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, Mom.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I like to know my crew. Mind if I ask you?
I get... You want... Top of my class in flight school? I earned that. All those commendations in my file?
I'm sorry, Joker.
You... put the Normandy in my hands and I'll make her dance.
I have to go.
All right, see...
次の目的地ね。
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
How well do you know the lieutenant?
I'd never worked with him before. This tends to keep to himself, though. Maybe because of the headaches. Goodbye, Commander.
の装備等チェックしましょうか。 153。トゥーリアンってこいつしかいないよね今のとこ。よし、次の場所に向かいましょう。ロリック・キンと話してないわ。アルティミスタウクラフター。わからんのだが。 テミスタウクラスター。アルテミスタウクラスター、やっぱ名前が長すぎるね。アルテミスタウクラスターってどこやねん。
Message coming in. Patching it through.
Commander Shepard, my name is Nasana Dantius. I have a job for you. I can't say any more in an unsecured communication. If you're interested in hearing my offer, meet me on the Citadel so we can talk in person. I'll be waiting in the Diplomat's Lounge on the Presidium.かくんフラスターなんてないですか。ないけどアルテミスタウってそこじゃない。ここ下出るしかないんだ。行政地区って言うんだ。
Equalizing interior.
めちゃくちゃです。めちゃくちゃあります。
Pressure with exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Tin Hut!
At ease. Rear Admiral Mihailovic, 5th Fleet.
Commander Shepard, SSV Normandy.
You don't know who I am, do you, Commander? I command the 63rd Scout Flotilla. You and the Normandy were slated for my unit, and the Council got their paws, claws, tentacles, whatever. They got them on our ship, and you.
Captain Anderson made it clear to me that my assignment came from way up in the brass. They say jump, I say how high.
Remember that when I tell you to jump. I don't begrudge the politician's decision to throw you to the Council. It's an opportunity. I do begrudge this over-designed piece of tin, though.
The Normandy is a fine ship, sir. She's served us well so far.
It's a gimmick, Commander. Useless in a stand-up fight. This experiment diverted billions from our appropriations bills. For the same price, we could have had a heavy... But no, we had to make nice to the Turians, throw money at a co-developed boondoggle. I'm here to make an inspection, Commander. Normandy is an Alliance warship. I intend to see she's up to snuff.
We'd be honored to show her to you, Admiral.
I'll just... wait here. I won't be long. Commander, I'm not happy.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir.
Who designed that CIC? Putting the commander aft of everyone else is inefficient. What if he needs to discuss with the operators toward the bow?
Modified Turian style. They prefer commanders looking over their subordinates rather than in the middle of them. We wanted to see how effectively they can command with that setup.
Reasonable goal, but they should have studied that in a lab rather than on a frontline warship. I had to shake my head at that drive core of yours. 120 billion credits at element 0 to make this thing able to move without giving itself away. You realize we could make drive cores for 12,000 fighters with that money? What good is it to hide for a few hours anyway? Useless.
We can loiter in an enemy system and monitor traffic or drop infiltration teams on enemy worlds. Normandy could be more effective than the Solarian STG.
Maybe. But that's not the job of a proper warship. We're supposed to find and kill the enemy fleet, not count how many times their garrison goes to the bathroom. And we need to talk about your crew, Commander. Krogan? Turians? What are you thinking, Commander? You can't allow alien nationals free access to Alliance equipment?
Between Saren and the Geth, we have enough enemies out here. Treating other species with suspicion and distrust won't win hearts and minds.
That assumes the hearts and minds are worth winning. That hasn't been proven yet. You have anything else to say, Commander? Any other justifications for the state of this vessel?
I think Normandy is a good ship, sir. Even if you disagree, you have to see that her joint construction and multiracial crew make the Alliance look better.
Your job is to look good, Commander. The Alliance navies is to win wars. I'm not convinced Normandy isn't a waste of taxpayer money, but I am convinced that you believe otherwise, and that you'll use it to its best ability. I'll be submitting a report to the Joint Military Council. It will not be as negative as I planned. Good hunting, Commander Shepard. Make us proud.
ちょっとこいつ嫌なやつだったね。まあでも俺の話術にかかればそんなもんですよ。知らんけど。
In other news, Exogeny Corp is still denying reports that one of their survey teams has gone missing in the Hades Gamma Cluster. When asked why communication with the survey team was suddenly cut off last week, company officials refused to comment.
Commander Shepard, sorry to bother you. This is Lieutenant Girard down in the docking bay. There is a woman here. She was rescued from Batarian slavers a few weeks ago. She is from Mindoir. I guess she was taken in the raid on your town.
She's been a slave for the past 13 years? Is she alright?
Not really. She got free somehow, grabbed a gun from one of my guys. Now she's holed up here in the docking bay. I hoped you'd talk to her. It's a long shot, but you went through the same thing. The raid. I figured maybe you could... Anything you could do would be great.
まあ仕方のまいな。大使館ロビーっつったな。こいつだな。
Commander Shepard, I see you got my message.
It sounded like you needed some help.
I do. My sister Dahlia is a crewman on a cargo vessel operating out beyond the fringes of the Traverse. Her ship was attacked by privateers. There were no reported survivors.
I'm sorry for your loss.
This is where it gets complicated. Last week, the rest of the crew was killed, but she was taken prisoner. The slavers demanded a huge ransom from me in exchange for returning her unharmed.
Why didn't the raiders kill Dahlia?
My sister probably told them who she was. My family's very wealthy, Shepard. They must have realized she was worth more.
Do you want me to deliver the ransom?
I've already transferred the funds to the account they specified. I've made a terrible mistake, Shepard. I'm a diplomatic emissary. By law, I'm required to report... But I was afraid for Dahlia, so I just paid the ransom. Now she's still missing. And if anyone finds out what I did, I could end up in jail.
You want me to find her and bring her back?
You only need to bring her back. I've already found her for... I tracked the ransom payment through several accounts. Eventually, it led to a small mercenary band. I need you to go to the Merc base, take them out, and bring my sister back.
Anything you can tell me about the Mercs who have your sister?
Pretty much what you'd expect. Rough, dangerous, and well-armed. Nothing a Spectre cannot handle, though.
Can't you hire someone else to do this?
I do not want to take chances with my sister's life. I need a Spectre. Besides, you operate outside official channels. My superiors cannot find out I never reported the ransom in the first place.
How'd you find out who was behind the ransom?
I have resources. Contacts and credits can go a long way. Especially, I already broke the law when I paid the ransom. This couldn't make things any worse.
Don't worry. I'll bring your sister back.
Thank you, Shepard. Come back and see me when the job is done. Yes, Shepard? Did you find my sister?
I have to go.
Come back and see me when the job is done.
こいつ 悪いやつだな。ドッキングベイで銃を持って立てこもってるって言ってたな。マセドン政権ね。よし。ドッキングベイ。ドッキングベイ。あ、間違ったわ。
Coming up in a report later today, Emily Wong investigates corruption on the Citadel and uncovers a full-blown crime syndicate.
Commander, glad to see you.
She's back there?
Yes, ma'am. Behind those shipping containers. I've got a sniper position, but I don't think we'll need him. She's only a danger to herself. We've got a sedative to calm her down, but we can't get close to her. Every step we take gets her more wound up.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
You seem awfully worried about her.
I'm just doing my job, Commander.
I hope I don't need it. Tell your men to stand by.
Don't push her too hard. If she seems liable to pull the trigger, back off, or walk away. I am willing to wait her out. Good luck, Commander.
Stop! What are you?
My name is Shepard. Lieutenant Gerard sent me to talk to you. What's your name?
Animals don't get names. The Masters put their symbols on her. Hot metal all over her back. She screams when they do it.
You must have a name. A name you were born with. Can you remember it?
She remembers a lot of things. Talitha. They call her that. She doesn't remember the rest. Leave her alone.
What happened to your parents?
She sees them. They're yelling, "Run! Hide!" They hit the Masters. But the Masters, they have lights and hoses. He's melting! Shh! She doesn't want to see that! Don't make her look! Don't look! Stupid!
Listen to me. It's not your fault. You're not responsible. The slavers killed your parents. You didn't.
No! She doesn't think about it. It doesn't happen. Daddy's at work. Mommy's making dinner. Go away!
I was on Mindwar. My parents died in the raid.
Lying! You get hit for lying! Get the buzz or the burning. Can't be there. Why aren't you alive? Why aren't you? Why aren't you like her? Broken. Only fit to dig and carry.
For a while I was broken. I lost my whole family, Talitha. My friends, my childhood. I had to pull myself up and keep going.
You lose your mommy and daddy, but you don't dig, you don't carry. You stand up. She wishes she could stand up.
How did you get here? Did you escape?
She can't escape. They have chains, wires, needles. You go too far, they take your brains away. Animals like her come. Animals with guns. They make the Masters explode. She tries to fix the Masters so they won't be mad at her. She puts all the reds and purples back in, but they don't move. The other animals take her.
You were afraid. All you'd known for 13 years was the Master's abuse, so you tried to heal them.
She doesn't want to see other animals. They're not real. They can't be real. They can't see her. If the animals can see her, then this is real. But it can't be. The wires, the chains, the hitting. This doesn't happen to her. It's another girl. A dirty girl. Stupid girl. She deserves it. It happens to her. Doesn't it? They see her, so it's real. She doesn't want it to be real.
What's the last thing you remember from Mindoir?
Fires. Smells of smoke and burning meat. Animals screaming as the Masters cage them. As they put the metal to their backs. Put the wires in their brains. She pretends to be dead. If she's dead, she can't work. But they know. She hopes to leave. But they put her in the pen. She didn't fight. She was already broken when they put the wires in.
Talitha, you were what, 6 years old? No one blames you for staying quiet and hoping they'd go away. The only person blaming you is you.
She wants to believe that. She wants to believe nothing would change. She doesn't want to be there anymore. In the pen, in the cages, lying quiet while they do things to her.
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
No, she's no good! Don't want to be handled again!
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
She doesn't want... Don't touch her!
I'm gonna take a step towards you now, okay?
大丈夫これ。どんどん近づいてってるけど。
Please don't touch her! She's dirty. You'll catch it.
Talitha, this will make you sleep. If you fall asleep, they'll take you to a place where you can get better.
Will she have bad dreams?
You'll dream of a warm place, and when you wake up, you'll be in it.
She'd like that. It hurts when she... When I remember... me. But she wants to remember.
とりあえず成功かな。Hey.
Is it over, Commander?
She took the sedative. She wants to get better, Lieutenant.
Thanks, Commander. That means a lot. I didn't want to hurt her. It's just... when I see her curled into a ball and shivering... She was only 6 when they took her. Why the hell are we out here if we can't even keep one little girl safe?
Bad things happen to good people, Lieutenant. That's why you and I are here. Don't wring your hands over her. Help her.
Yes, ma'am. Thanks for your help, Commander. We are taking her to a counseling center. They'll help her get better. We'll be taking her for counseling.
どこだっけ？これだ。マセドン政権。マセドン政権に行きます。
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress. Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO Presley stands relieved.
まあでも苦しんで自殺しようとしてたやつを助けられたのは良かったの。とりあえずじゃあ自分行ってみようか。レベル1圧力ハザード。地球年で1周。1日がちょっと長い。地表温度25度。重力1でほぼ地球だな。ほぼ地球。地球の 1.5 倍。あ、なるほどね。調査とかあるんだ。しか移動できない。着陸します。圧力ハザードだけど行きます。これが今のところバランスがいいんだよな。探検か。待て待て待て。残骸、要塞、異常観測地点、自分がいる場所。まあちょっと今日はここで終わりにしましょうか。さあ、それでは皆さんまた会いましょう。